Who do you main? Shelly? Kit? Mortis? Whoever it may be, I went from Easter eggs to fun features to just random facts and picked 5 things that make every single brawler awesome. Here they are. Shelly. She is the queen of bush camping. She has skins with 8 different hair colors. Her super can one-shot 17 brawlers. She's the only brawler in her rarity, and she was in the Squad Busters commercial.
There's no time to explain.
Nita. She has the only pet that comes in many colors for one skin. She has 2.5 bear puns in her descriptions. Her bear spawn sounds amazing. She has the highest health spawnable unit. She gave her pet a top hat, and if you hold down her gadget button, you can see the thumb's range. Colt. He has a cereal named after him. He wears shoes in all of his skins except for Banana's Colt. He has those smug looking eyebrows in all of his skins that they're visible. He has a mask of his own face, and he is the pretty. Bull. He has a cat shotgun that shoots paws? His lion skin's eyes kind of match those of the alley cat. He has a skin that doesn't have his brawler name in it. That's uncommon. His bull logo is there on his touchdown skins, and he only has one skin with a single barrel shotgun. Brock. He has 21 skins right now. The word rocket appears in both gadgets, both star powers, his attack and super name, and his hypercharge. That's a lot. He has a gold chain with his first initial, and out of his 21 skins, he only has one that doesn't have some sort of eye covering, and he used to just always do this dance.
Move those feet to the boombox beat!
Everything that you've seen so far in this video is awesome. Almost as awesome as Honor of Kings, the sponsor for today's video. Honor of Kings is the world's most played multiplayer online battle arena where you can engage in epic 5v5 matches. 2 teams clash on beautifully detailed maps. Your mission is to destroy the enemy's base known as the Crystal while also protecting your own. You can choose your hero from a diverse roster, each with their own unique abilities. Will you be a warrior, assassin, or mage? The choice is yours. Navigate strategic routes and jungles on the battlefield. Each route offers different challenges for various hero types and playstyles. You can engage in epic 5v5 battles with a focus on coordination and strategy, or jump into a quick match for fast action. Solo battle mode is perfect for training and mastering new heroes. Explore a variety of hero archetypes from tanks, fighters, and mages to marksmen, assassins, and support. There's a hero for every playstyle. If you're new to the game, you can start with heroes like Angela, who are very accessible and welcoming to new players. Join Honor of Kings now on its global launch to get your game on with the ultimate freebie frenzy, including welcome gifts and free daily items. There's a link to use in my description. Thank you, Honor of Kings, for sponsoring this video, and now let's get back to it. El Primo. He has L in every single skin's name. He has a 4-pack, if that's what these are now. This skin has a 1-game win streak on its back, right? That belt looks like Frank or M's or a mixture of both, and he was the first bilingual brawler.
Buenas noches!
Barley. He's the star of the second most viewed Brawl Stars video. He's gonna get a hypercharge. He also does a little dance. He has metal facial hair, and he only drinks from his bottle in one skin, and in this case, it's just syrup. Poco. He'll be the last rare to get a hypercharge. He has 2 Star Park skins. He has 2 Tier 1 Brawl Pass skins. He can remove an Otis super, and he has the biggest cone attack in the game. Rosa. She is the only rare who wasn't released with the game. Coca Rosa got some fire moves. Coca Rosa is also named after a cocktail. Her gadget can recolor destroyed bushes, and she has a gadget, a star power, and a gear that all have to do with standing in bushes. Jessie. She is the daughter of Pam, and together with her mother, they make up the only 2 redhead females in Brawl Stars. She has the most remodeled looking pins out of anyone. She can actually wring water out of her hair, and she has nearly identical tags with Scrappy, Nanny, and her mom. Dynamite. His hyper super with demolition can one-shot 51 brawlers. He can blow you up with a bowl of soup. You technically get to play with his canary as this skin. He's the only thrower you can realistically play without moving, and he's a boomer. Tick. He has the fastest spawnable unit. His head is thick. He has one of the longest skin names in existence. He has 4 3-headed monster skins, and he looks like this guy from Mario. 8-bit. He has an amazing looking mastery icon. His health is exactly 10,000. He has the highest damaging regular attack. He's the only brawler with his speed class, and he's the only brawler with a number in his name. Rico. He has a chicken skin. He's definitely not a gumball machine. He has the only star power that affects both his attack and super in the same way. His gadget does more damage than his super, and from what I've heard, he has Riz. Daryl. His supercharge is never empty. He has double barrel shotguns as his weapon choice. He's our last walking memory of mega boxes. He has pretty sweet voice lines. And he has a really fast super, but only if you do it on top of skulls. Penny. She has a Brawl Pass and a Power League skin. Trash Panda's raccoon does a pretty sweet pose that just, look at it. After her remodel, her right eye was never seen again. She's the only artillery brawler without a thrown attack, and her raccoon has green on his back. What's the reason? I have no clue. Carl. He got himself 2 Brawl Pass exclusive skins. He was the first 1 ammo brawler to be released. He has the one and only Goblin skin in Brawl Stars. His heart pin is a gem, and he loves roasting the enemy.
Your best is my worst.
Jackie. She's the only brawler who needs censored voice lines.
Holy...
She's the only brawler who's everything. Gadget, attack, supers, it's all circles. Her super's called Holy Moly. Both of her star powers rely on Jackie taking damage to work, and she was the original screen-leaving brawler when she loses a match. Gus. Gus is the only brawler who can create healing consumables. His fingers are crossed. Scary. He's the only brawler who can give others temporary health. His Boy Scout skin has a thumbs up pin on it. Hey, you know that challenge. His balloons change colors when his bar is full. Bo. He has the shortest name. He has 2 Supercell make skins. He's the only one. This pin looks like this emoji. He's the OG bush spotter, and Bo is at the end of, well, you know, Jimbo. M's. She wears the sacred spike socks. Her phone still has a home button. Her super is called Caustic Charisma, which basically means corrosive. She has a green tongue. No one else does. And her voice actor also does 2 other brawlers. Stu. He literally needed a mutation nerf. He's the best at filling his super. He is wicked. He has a jacket with his name on it, and his pins are pretty fun to spam. Piper. She was the first brawler added. Her gadgets kind of have interchangeable names. Bush pun. She's the star of the most popular Brawl Stars video, and this skin has a pretty cool super animation. Pam. She has S-tier voice lines.
Wham bam, here comes Pam!
She has like one of the first real legendary skins. She's the highest damaging support brawler, and she has this one-of-a-kind eyebrow raise. And Stonks. Frank. Yes, I'm saying it. He has the highest health by far. He can counter Kit. As a DJ, he actually has a full tie. He has the longest sounding pin in the game, and he might just be due for a rework. BB. She has the widest non-circular attack. She is a really fast runner. Really. Her gadget bubble looks pretty cool. BBRJ seems awkwardly enough like one of the tallest skins in existence. And Mr. Bat is her heart pin. B. She had a skin release 1,021 days after the previous one. Can anyone else relate? She deals the most damage for all 1 ammo brawlers. Her title is Queen. That's pretty awesome as is. She has like the lowest damaging projectiles in her super, and her voice lines have 8 B puns included.
Beautiful.
Nanny. She has the farthest traveling gadget out of any brawler. Her mastery title is pronounced the same as her name, unless you call her Nani. That plug looks like, you know, a face. Her attack is called Trigonometry. Clever. And she is the only brawler to have that type of attack. Obviously. Edgar. He has a bad random shirt on. The first rule of Edgar's attack is, you do not talk about Edgar's attack. He's the only brawler whose attack has permanent life leech. His title is the only one that says Brawl Stars, and he's the type of brawler to just have tears in his heart pin. Griff. His super is broken. Literally. It's not supposed to do that much damage. He has some of the best voice lines.
Money, 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 money.
Even when he's silver, he still cries regular coins. His pirate super shoots messages in bottles, and you can do this. Grom is awesome because his name rhymes with bomb. He has a huge face scar. What did the kindergartners do to him? His super bomb has a crown. He has the highest attack damage possible out of all artillery brawlers, and he has one heck of a voice.
I will show you where lobsters spend winter.
Bonnie. She's one of few brawlers who had to be removed temporarily. She is the only brawler who can go from slow to very fast. She's the only brawler who can have both 1 and 3 maximum ammo. She's definitely one of, if not the youngest brawler, and she can actually have all of her teeth if you just give her Empress Bonnie. Gale. He probably has the hardest attack to hit all projectiles with. He was our very first chromatic brawler. Both of his gadgets are able to push brawlers over walls. His drum animation is so S tier, and he literally has a skin with another brawler's name in it. Wait, that's 2 other brawlers, right? Colette. She was the first brawler featured in a Brawl Pass Plus. She has the fastest safe damage in the game. She actually has no skin or model where you can see her right eye, and even her star power logo has just one eye. She likes lattes? Okay, that alone puts her at the top of the list. Belle. She's the only brawler who could technically do infinite damage with just one attack. She used to have infinite possible bounces. She's based off of a real person. Her glasses are awkwardly huge in her sweat pin. She has the best looking Brawl Pass Tier 70 skin. She has the longest range regular attack, and she has the only negative effect that Poco's gadget cannot cleanse. Ash. He holds the record for the brawler with the longest temporary removal. He has an amazing accent.
Look at the wings go.
He has a one-of-a-kind rage trait. He's able to eliminate himself with a gadget, and he's so manky. Lola. She has a very realistic player title. She has a custom respawn animation. She has the most expensive ammo, causing a scene. And this skin had a name change. It used to be Chola. Sam. He's the only one who starts with his super. He and Belle are the only brawlers who are, you know, married. He has the best scary skin in the whole game. Changed my mind. He has one of few skins in the game with black and red eyes. His mustache is a different color than the rest of his hair, but that is fixed with Caesar Sam. He kind of tears himself apart if you look at his back for this animation. Mandy. She has two crowns, her head one and her weapon one. Her super is really easy to recharge. She has the biggest, baddest super. Both of her star powers buff her while focused. Both of her gadgets buff her projectiles. No one else's player title has a food item in it. Maisie. Her hyper super is capable of a lot of chaos. She is probably the reason Big Game got a damage cap. She has the only attack that accelerates mid-flight. She's one of few brawlers who can slow, stun, and knock back, and she is a one-arm wonder. Hank. He can do this. He had the best mutation. He's probably the smallest brawler. He can spin while charging his attacks, and no one else can make Milk like Hank. And now that we're on Milk, here's Milk's greatest compliment, cookies. Pearl's new mastery title is Fire. She was the first chromatic with a hypercharge.
Cooking up some carnage!
Carnage game reference. Her headlights are treated like eyes in her pin set, and the cookie she's holding is angry. That's awesome. Larry and Lori are the only 2-in-1 brawler set ever released. Both gadgets are labeled as orders, both start powers are labeled as protocols. Lori in the portrait looks evil, and they have the biggest brawler name, Angelo. He is the only one who says slay. What's that? Melody does? Okay, wait. Angelo. He is the only male brawler who says slay. He has the longest super name with 20 characters. His voice actor also did Hank and Doug, which is pretty impressive. He is the drama, and he is zesty. Mortis. He has the most valuable silver and gold set, as they give 2 skins each. He has the most common true gold skin. He had the biggest glow up after his remodel. He has a top hat in his special pin, and he's the best at throwing the match in Brawl Ball. Terra. She has one of the absolute best supers. She has her very own getting defeated animation. Her name's a funny pun off of tarot cards. She has purple hair, and Urban Ninja's visor thing actually floats. Gene. He's the only brawler with this weird eye color. His mythic gear and title have the same name. If you use vengeful spirits like so, you give Gene a minigun. He just never stops dancing, and he's the only mythic with a hypercharge and a mythic gear, as of now. Max. She has the most resemblance to Lightning McQueen. Her player title is literally a Lightning McQueen quote.
Speed. I am speed.
She is the only one who can directly charge allies' supers. She is the only brawler with naturally 4 ammo. Brock's not a natural. And she can charge her super without shooting. Eventually. Mr. P. He's capable of summoning an army. He has a pretty sweet bow tie. The porters make pretty satisfying sounds. His suitcases have spike socks inside, and there's just something about Mr. Fly's hat that is so fly. Sprout. He used to be able to move the Ike turret. He looks like one of these things. His super is so fun to annoy people with. His anger pin is kinda funny, and his hypercharge is super good at heist. Byron. His tiny glasses are such a style. He has one of the best player titles. He makes great value out of the vision gear. He's the only brawler whose attack can be absorbed by allies, and he also has some of the best voice lines.
Your tears fuel my laughter.
Squeak. He's the only brawler who can be seen with braces, I think. You can throw his attack really, really far. He can one-shot Mortis. He's a translucent brawler. Please name me another one of those. And I literally gave him 100 reasons a few months ago. Lou. He's the only one who can freeze brawlers. He's the origin of slip tiles existing. He literally has a burger and fries skin. He probably has like the heaviest skin in the game, and just look how cool this is. Ruffs. He's one of 2 brawlers who had a name change. He is the only one who can increase his teammates' maximum health. He can basically bring power cubes into regular matches. His gadget looks awesome, and he's a good boy. Buzz. His director skin is S tier. His voice actor follows me on Twitter. He was the first brawler with a hypercharge skin. He's the most naturally balanced brawler, and he's the reason the Pogger Dogger pin exists. Fang. He's really good at spamming his supers. He has an infinite supply of shoes. He managed to make a weapon out of popcorn. He's really flexible. Wow. And his shoes have popcorn on them. Eve. She was the first brawler who could fly over water. Her mastery icon is literally right in there. She has 8 different gears that she can use. She's in Ruffs' trio. That's awesome. And even though she loves her babies, she uses them as a weapon. Janet. She is really good at breaking skulls. She was once voted to have the best super. She is rocket powered. She is a performer and probably a good one. And she is the only brawler whose attack stretches as it aims. Hanks grows. Otis. He has no arms. This skin has a punny name. Fair Otis. He is a part of Hank's trio. He arguably has the best non-verbal voice lines out of everyone. And he's the only brawler whose name starts with an O. Sorry, he was kind of lacking reasons. Buster. He's the only brawler with this trait. He's the only one who can deflect projectile attacks. He has 3 different kinds of sunglasses. He uses the reel as a strap to carry a freaking projector. Isn't that kind of dangerous? And he steals from his place of employment. Wait, that's not awesome. Gray. He doesn't talk. Just kidding. He says, pew! He summons literal grand pianos. The grand pianos emerge from a portal that looks like this. And he can grant his team the fastest mode of transportation. RT. He has some pretty great voice lines.
I'm losing my mind!
His bad gadget was actually removed. His good gadget is really good at eliminating players. He's a hard counter from Mortis, and he actually has a pretty cool looking spray. Willow. Her super's name has the least amount of characters. She's a Gondoliera, which you probably don't even know what that means. She's the only brawler who can strategically hide underground. She can buff her enemies, but just while she's in control, and she has the same hairline in all of her skins. Dog. His title is Wiener. That's awesome. The hot dog in this pin is always moving. He says brah in 8 of his voice lines.
Hey, take it easy, bruh.
These are nostrils, but they could very easily be confused for eyes, and his super is literally just an old removed star power. Chuck. He tells you to go conduct yourself.
Please go conduct yourself.
He finally made Gus a little bit less lost by joining his trio. His wheelchair seems to be rocket powered. He's a conductor, right? And whoa, Metallica reference.
Enter Sandman.
Charlie. She's amazing. That's awesome. She can speak French. Her flavor text probably goes down the furthest. She's getting us all over our Deathly Fear of spiders because they totally exist.
Let the carnival of carnage!
And whoa, another Carnage game reference! Miko. He's the best at dodging. He's the only one that can just jump out of the game and then remain gone for a little bit too long. But these are still awesome traits, right? This star power logo is awesome. His mastery title has the most words, and then this mastery logo is also just amazing. Melody. She speaks Korean. She has a really fancy walk. Her mouth kind of just hangs open. She has different colored shoelace things. She made an audience out of Melody minions, and she's fearless. Lily. She's standing on a flower pot. Her gadget's really fun to use. She actually has no voice lines, not even any fake ones. And yay, Shadow Realm. And wow, Shadow Realm. She was really hard to make these for. Spike. Spike has a one-of-a-kind poop skin. Did you see what I did there? The Spike socks are gone but not forgotten because now they are in Spike's mastery icon. Poop Spike makes poop sounds. Poop Spike's super has a rainbow, and Poop Spike's poop has eyes that even blink. Even Spike didn't have that. Crow. Crow has one of the most iconic legendary skins. He also has the most legendary skins with a total of 4. His hyper super does the most damage out of all of them. He can do this, which is really satisfying, and his super is insane at clearing skulls. Leon. He's the sneakiest, trickiest brawler. He is actually really good at self-heal. He is a talented lollipop catcher. His hypercharge is Limbo, and guess what that rhymes with? Moyo! And his stray skin has a pointy fang that is just totally in place. Sandy. He is fun to be toxic with. His super is so aesthetically pleasing. He falls asleep when he stops running. He's great at preventing health regeneration, and his gadgets names are, well, confusing. Amber. She also has 8 gears to select. She has the most starting ammo. Emphasis on starting. She has a 36 ammo lead over the number 2. Dancing Flames is very satisfying. She can autofill her super, and then she can just cover the map in slow fields. Meg. Machina. Meg. Aladon. She is one of like 2 brawlers whose mastery icons aren't seen on the actual brawler. Her monster truck skin has an amazing hat, and is it just me or do these eyes look like cucumbers? Surge. He has a big banana. DIY Surge is a pretty creative skin. His voice actor is also the voice of Byron. He no longer has a teleport gadget. Believe me, that's awesome. And he has a really short player title. It will probably remain the shortest. Chester. He has 5 different supers. He has 4 different attacks. He has 4 different variants of this gadget. He has some of the funniest and most evil voice lines.
Hey, you want salt with that?
And he takes pleasure from torturing Mandy. Cordelius. His voice is amazing to listen to. He has one of the most creative supers ever made. His jump gadget is kind of just awesome to watch. Mushroom Kingdom is a reference to, well, Mushroom Kingdom. This is my domain has to be like the coolest super name there is. Hit. He was talked about in Season 5.
Cat brawler named Kit.
His healing gadget could have been named anything, but the fact that it's called Cheeseburger is just perfect. He breaks the 4th wall.
Smartphones? Stupid people.
He has this skin, which is referring to Billy the Kid, and I couldn't think of a 5th, and quite frankly, if you're still watching, then I believe that you are fully entitled to hearing this, so here it goes. Me saying a Kit voice line. Meow. Sorry. Got caught up in a moment. Draco. He has the most voice lines, with a total of 69. They include a Queen reference,
I will rock you!
a Drowning Pool reference,
Let the brawlers hit the floor.
a Milkshake Song reference,
My dragon brings all the flames to flight, and dang right, they'll burn you up!
and a Metallica reference.
Enter the Dragon Man!
I know, I repeated myself, but that's just awesome. And there you have it. Thank you so much for sticking to the end. That's all I have for today. Here's your members, and I will see you next time.